Alright, this next fight we've got is Rosa versus Bethe Correia, and this is an interesting one, man. To be brutally honest, I can see Rosa maybe getting a finish in this one, but my official pick is Rosa by decision, and I think it might be a relatively dominant decision. And this will be a very good name to have on her record, although she is a pretty heavy favourite here, and I do favour her to win. Bethe Correia, very big name, and we'll get into what she's done in the past, and I'll just make sure that Artem's little head is not covering Bethe Correia's stats there. So Rosa, she's a prospect to watch. She's well rounded and she's got good takedown defense and a 90% takedown defense in the UFC. The career trajectories of both fighters are completely different. 6 years ago, Bethe Correia was fighting Ronda Rousey for the title, and since then she has gone 2-5. And it's worth noting she got knocked out by Ronda Rousey in 30 seconds. But I guess who didn't lose to Ronda Rousey in the first round back in those days, apart from Holly Holm, obviously. And I believe this is her retirement fight. There's been rumors of a Bethe Correia retirement for a long time. She's 38 years old. She's 1-3-1 in her last, unless it's a no contest there. Decision, yeah, it's a draw to Marion Renault. So she's pretty old, man. She hasn't been doing too well in her last 5 fights. I mean, Bethe Correia, she's a big name. If she won this fight against Rosa, I mean, she could probably keep fighting, but if her heart's not really in it, it's like the Nick Diaz situation. You could kind of tell he wasn't really too keen on doing the fight, so I guess if your heart's not in it, then you're not really, no, you probably shouldn't be in there, is kind of what I'm saying, to be really blunt. But on the other hand, Rosa is on a 5-fight winning streak. 3 of those wins are in the UFC. Rosa is, I don't know, what is she going to do? Is she going to take the fight to the ground, or is she going to keep the fight on the feet? My notes actually say they contradict themselves, so here's what my notes says, but they are very contradictory. Rosa is likely to keep this fight on the feet, and we may see a stand-up fight from both girls. However, Rosa does land 2 takedowns per 15 minutes and does possess a pretty good ground game herself. Overall, this fight is strange, and I can definitely say that I'm pretty confident in picking Rosa here. It is women's MMA. You can't really be too confident in women's MMA picks, but Rosa is on a 3-fight decision streak here. The stats favour Rosa quite significantly, but she has been winning decisions, so obviously she's landing a lot of strikes per minute. She's absorbing a lot of strikes per minute as well. But that's what I mean, man. 2 takedowns on average for 15 minutes. Maybe she does mix in the takedowns against Bethe Correia. But we'll see what happens, man. Majority are picking Rosa to win the fight. Very lopsided. Bethe Correia could win the fight. There's no... I mean, it's MMA, man. Anything can happen. But I do have Rosa. She's the much younger fighter. I can just see her landing the more significant strikes. I can also see her maybe even getting some control time in there. And yeah, Rosa by decision is my official pick.